friends? It's Matt here. It's been a long time since I've created a video. I had stopped doing the HBA Funnel Builder community training because I wanted to step away to learn vibe coding, which is probably the best thing that I could have did for myself. And honestly, I saw Mike and Paul doing incredible things. And I'm like, you know what? If these guys can do it, I can do it too. You just have to be brave enough to step in to the fire pit to learn this stuff, which is not too hard because really you do not need to know where to start. You just need to ask the questions. How do I start? And you can get to the finish line to a point where you can build these crazy kind of apps like we're going to show you in this video yourself. And really, we're in a day and age where you decide what kind of software services you want to pay for. Now, I think there's always going to be people that want to do it yourself or people who are going to want platforms that make it easier for them. But there's always going to be people that want it done for them. So this is really for those types of people who are marketing to those people who want things done for them. And really what I wanted to do is to prove to myself that I could build apps that were live and reliable so I can develop apps and services and web apps for other people. And I can say I got there. I've pretty much been on this for 24/7 for the past month. And I'm pretty much at a state where I can confidently say I can build any kind of app I want. Okay. So what I've done here is built a platform that I was paying for. I was paying for a platform that allowed me to track affiliate sales. So I can have people market my services, products and services and pay out commissions and all that stuff. But I did not want to keep paying for it because it didn't have all the features that I wanted inside the app. Also, it had a pricing that scales. I was paying like $60 a month as an affiliate program scales. You got to keep getting a higher package based on traffic. And being someone who knows a little bit about traffic and, web design, that these things are marked up through the roof, right? So, you get to a point where you're getting 1 million hits a month on your website and your bill is outrageous when it doesn't have to be if you were self-hosted it. So what I did here is I built my own affiliate management dashboard that allows me to track sales for my offers. Now, the offer is live right now. I'm in a staging environment. And really what I wanted to do is prove to myself I could do it. And I was actually able to launch this within about 3 days. But one of the things about vibe coding and a lot of the videos out there, they say, you can go to launch in 3 days. You can, but there's a lot of extra things you're going to have to do to make sure your app is actually viable for the long haul. And you're not really going to launch within 3 days. And actually, if I go to my chart here, you can see I started this 3 weeks ago. Okay. And I didn't work consistently on this because I've been doing a few different things. But yeah, right now I'm in a state where I can actually launch. And I'm using Codex. There's lots of different tools out there to vibe code. I actually canceled my GPT subscription. And then Codex came out and I said, you know what? Let's take a second to learn this because it's a skill that's going to serve me. And it's already made me money, of course. But ultimately, to be able to build whatever you want is pretty powerful. Now, the way I did things is kind of the hard way. I didn't use those platforms like Base 44. I wanted to not be tied to any ecosystem. So I did basically a self-hosted solution using other third-party softwares that I can easily swap out if I need to. If I were to sell this platform to someone that wants to further develop it, I can easily do that and move it to any kind of platform they want without being tied into any ecosystem. Nothing bad to say about those other programs, but yeah, we're just using OpenAI Codex, and I'm betting on OpenAI in the long run. There's an argument whether Codex is better or Cloud Code is better, but I think you got to think about it differently. You're probably not going to want to be loyal to one specific AI. You're probably going to want to use both, right? Now, I haven't dove into Cloud Code yet, but Codex has been serving me pretty well. So what did I build? I built an affiliate management dashboard, which allows me to offer an affiliate program to those that are marketing their products and services, which allows them to have an ability to track sales and allow me to see exactly what's going on in my business and keep track of who I need to pay my affiliates to in a way that I think is pretty much optimum compared to what I was using. This platform is tailored for the HBA Funnel Builder platform, but it can work with any platform that has webhooks. And I've done this in a way that has lots of different features and bells and whistles, probably one of the most bulletproof tracking platforms out there. The way it works is it uses cookies, browser sessions, it uses email association and IP, and there's finally a fallback, which actually puts the affiliate username on the pages itself. So it's pretty much virtually impossible for an affiliate not to get tracked the sale. And even if a sale slips through the cracks, we have a backdoor solution which will bring in all the sales that are generated through the system and put into the holding tank. And it's going to actually identify the most likely associated affiliate that generated that sale. Now, in terms of what you can do with it and how you set it up, it's pretty simple. You basically just sign up here. You just put this, make a webhook in the back office of HBA. You put this in the header and all your pages, and then you put this on the thank you page, and pretty much the system does the rest. Now, tracking wise, there's lots of different options. You have first touch, last touch, and what this means is the first affiliate to get the click will get the sale, which is not the best thing to do. You always want to be the last touch, the last person who got the sale. And you also have an ability to attach email association to an affiliate that got a sale for a customer to be rewarded all future sales from that customer. Now, this is kind of a controversial setting because what happens is like say someone got a sale for an affiliate a couple years ago, and then a new affiliate got a sale from the same person a few years later that did all the work to get the sale. Okay. So what you might want to do is have a time frame for email association. So if we put this in like 90 days, like HBA does 90 days from the last affiliate sale, will attach that customer email to the affiliate. And that way, there is a grace period and allows people in the future to earn who did some of the work. 90 days is what HBA does, so I would recommend that. Also, you can set cookie length, the time that a cookie will stay on someone's computer that allows them to get credit. This is cookie and IP also. And then we also have the ability to assign based on IP. Now, we have it turned off on this platform demo because it's kind of controversial, right? What you might want to do is to review all the IP sales because there's lots of different things people do to game the system. And you might want to review the sales that are tracked by IP. And usually this is kind of the fallback because the affiliate URL is on the page. You can set this off to review. And if you do, it ends up in this holding tank area. And also all the sales that come to the platform directly come to this area too. So you actually have the ability to give away sales to your affiliates as well. But it would also show them the most likely affiliate that got the sale based on the data that's collected. When a sale comes in, it goes to the dashboard and you can see the sales that come in. And it's based on a time period. Right now we're on net 15. So after this date here, a report is generated. And this button here lights up so you know exactly who you have to pay as an affiliate. But you can set that to automatically approve your affiliate sales if you want to. And also, one of the biggest costs with these platforms is down the road when your database gets very large, the cost is going to increase. So what you can do is you can purge the traffic logs. It still keeps track of the hits, but this keeps your database lean. You just won't have all the stats for like referring URL, IP after the 90-day. But if you need long-term stats, you just turn that off. Also in the commission settings here, you can set to pay per percentage, fixed commissions. You can set your payout schedule. Net 7, which means is basically you collect the sales for the week, pay out the following week. Net 15 is half the month paid out on the first and the second half of the month paid out on the 15th. And net 30, you can set the commission structure, tax compliance here for affiliates. If you're not paying out to PayPal, you need to be collecting W-9s, and you're going to want to use a third-party service to collect those informations to do 1099s in the future. I know a lot of companies just pay out to PayPal. You can get fined if you don't send out 1099s. The fine is like $50 to $200 per fine. So you're probably going to want to set things up properly if you're paying out commissions, if you're worried about potentially catching those fines, okay? And then anyone who reaches the threshold for the $600 tax reporting requirements is commissions are put on hold, but you can pay out the commissions that are not on hold. So the way that would work is the sales come in. These are all pending. You would just go through and approve all of them one at a time, or you can just come through and approve all of them. At that point, you can go ahead and pay out your affiliates, and it's going to divide these into different tables based on the affiliate settings that you have. For PayPal, there is no direct integration with PayPal, but you can integrate to export the batch payout. You can also click on pay and you can click here when this pretty mumuch generates like a product sale for the affiliate, and you can simply pay it based on your email because technically now you're purchasing from that affiliate. You can put that on your taxes as an expense. That would be one way that you don't have to collect the W-9 forms, but really it's not that hard to do. You just have to get established as a business, get your tax ID number, and then use a third-party service that builds the 1099s, or using a service like Stripe Connect or eWallet, iPayout, Tripolte, and what's the other one? Payoneer. There's lots of different services out there, even Wise, okay? And then you can also pay out, we have Venmo and Cash App and all that stuff. So it really just divides this up, and we're going to add pretty much more services in there. And really the way it works is the CSVs for these affiliates will be set up in a way that allows you to just easily download in and put into the platform that you're using. But for now, it's just this exports, except for these ones, because you have to actually pay one at a time. Okay, so that's kind of how that works. You can also download all your affiliate batches at once. And there's this really lots of different features in here. Now, the way it works is you can build your products, but let's just say you had an e-commerce store, you have lots of products. What happens is those sales for products are automatically tagged in the platform, and then you can add them as an affiliate link if you want to, or you can build your links. But one of the things you can do when you add your affiliate product, okay, is you can actually set up a thank you email that goes out when someone actually makes the purchase, so you can actually have the way for them to access the email or access the product through email if you wanted to, or you can just use your phone builder thank you page, of course, and things like that. Okay. So yeah, that's a lot of the features in here. Now, really what I need to do to finish this project is I just need to do some fine tuning. Like we can see here with the UI here, you can see like there's some padding here. So what I would do to fix these little issues is I would just go ahead and just take a screenshot. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm even going to help out the AI, and I'm going to mark the area that I'm talking about. Okay. Like so. Let me make sure I get the right spot so it's not fixing something that doesn't need to get fixed. Now I would copy this in there and paste it in my window. Now you can type your prompts, but typing is slow. You can just dictate it. What I need you to do is to check out the tables in the pay affiliate section where he says affiliate products. Products are intentionally listed for affiliates. I'm noticing that there is a little bit of padding on the right and left that should not be there. So I need you to go ahead and fix that. I'm going to go ahead and send that off for them to do. It's also here as well. So let me open up my snipping tool. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm noticing that this is an issue in a lot of different spots. What I'm going to do is tell it to check all the tables to make sure there is no padding issues and margin issues. I'm going to paste this in there. Also, I'm noticing on the lead management page, the tables also have that little extra padding. So what I want you to do is actually check all the tables inside of the project. If you're noticing a little extra padding or margin on the right and left, I want you to eliminate that to make this more a uniform design. Okay, I sent that out. Okay, and really, I don't really have much to do on this platform. Okay, I'm noticing the same issues there. So that's going to take a while because it's going to have to go through a lot of different pages. Okay. And what I'm going to do is show you how it works as well. So what I'm going to do is click on my affiliates. This is a section where I can get the details on affiliates, but I can also log directly into their account if I need to for whatever reason. We click on affiliates. Log into the affiliate dashboard, get the affiliate link, copy. Let me open up an incognito, paste this in there. Okay, I'm going to click on here to make a purchase. This is a staging environment, so it's not really a sale here. So let's put in some information. Okay. And we made the sale like so. Go into the thank you area. And this is going to be part of a project I'm doing called Mini Course Creators. So it's going to be a complete setup for anyone who wants to sell a mini course that's coming soon. But if I go back to my affiliate console here, go to the dashboard. Okay, I can see I got a new sale that came in here. Well, if you base it on the last chart here, but it also shows up down here as well. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now, one of the other features is that, the other platform I used was not very transparent on who you need to pay. So once the period ends, what happens is this commission report is generated and it allows you to pay all your affiliates. So I'm going to go ahead and click pay, mark all as paid. And boom, I have nothing in there. And you can see that this is no longer lit up. If I go over to held commissions, we still have this person here that crossed the threshold. So they need to send their documentations in there as well. And actually, what I'm going to do here with the Vibe coding platform is I needed to have another section inside of the app to allow me to approve those that have sent in their documentation. So what I need you to do is next to the commission settings, I need you to create another page called tax compliance. Let me stop you right there. So I already did it. Okay. So we're waiting for this person to send in the documentations. And once they do, you can click that and those sales are released into the commissions pending. Okay. So that's it for this video. Now, this is not an actual breakdown of this system here. I do have to start recording all the videos to explain all the features in it. So I highly recommend you all check out Vibe Coding because not only can you build stuff for yourself, like I already have about 5 people who want this, but I could productize this if I wanted to create a software as a service. And you literally have the ability to print money where you can create these kind of softwares for other people.